This is going to be a quick one. It's just going to be kind of some of my thoughts on all this NFT, XR stuff and what we've been doing. Seeing some new faces here, so some people might not know. But I'm Avier. I go by Web Mixed Reality on Twitter. My main project right now is the Webiverse, but you might know me from ExoKit, Metachromium, or a whole bunch of other really crazy stuff that I've done. Maybe even ExoKit avatars were the #1 VRM solution on WebXR. So we do like inverse kinematics and all sorts of really cool stuff. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today is liquid work and the concept of some of the stuff that we've been working on with merging Discord, merging WebXR, merging virtual worlds, and the future of work and what that means in terms of crypto. So yeah, I invite you guys to walk with me to a tour of like what's coming in 2021 in WebXR and Web3 or Web3 XR. So I think that NFTs are actually going to be things. I think the #1 use case for NFTs is representing ownership of digital objects. Right here, you might know this. This is Minecraft Dungeons, but I don't think this stuff is going to be exclusive to gaming. I think everything is becoming digitalized, and like this whole COVID thing has done so much to accelerate this. It's absolutely crazy. So like my estimates of like us living in a metaverse controlled by like NFTs and these virtual objects and avatars and digital economies, my estimate of that has like seriously accelerated by a couple of years at least. This is going to happen. Another thing that I believe is that Discord is actually the metaverse, and we're already here. It's just not XR yet. I think a lot of us spend so much time in Discord already that it's hard to kind of like zoom out and see the big picture, but pretty much everything that the sci-fi authors have been predicting about the metaverse is already true on Discord. The problem is it's at the bottom of this iceberg. You have all these virtual worlds that people do talk about. You have your Fortnites, you have your Robloxes, you have your Decentralands, your sandboxes, and whatever. Nobody actually realizes that like underneath all of this is Discord. All of the users of all of these platforms really just transact on top of Discord. And pretty much every single economic idea that we see in Snow Crash and Ready Player One and Ready Player Two, hopefully it's a good book, you already see that in Discord. So Discord's already the metaverse. Another thing is that XR is basically here. If you guys haven't tried the Quest 2, it's actually amazing. I have both the Quest 2 and the Index. I'm in the Index right now, but the Quest 2 is like basically comparable to the Index at this point and at a price point that pretty much everybody can afford. Sales are massive. Quest sold 150 million worth of content. Zuckerberg wants Quest 2 to sell 10 million units, which is like really crazy. That's like a significant fraction of the population of the United States is going to have a Quest. And yeah, all the developers are like making a killing on VR content. And by the way, I'm here in VR and a lot of you are joining me inside of a virtual world. So like XR is basically here already as well. Another thing that you're seeing is like the birth of community ownership and DAOs and all of these like DeFi constructs that people are using to basically give the control of platforms to the users rather than leaving it in the hands of nasty corporations like Facebook. Absolutely everybody hates what Facebook has done with their Oculus accounts being tied to Facebook accounts. Everybody hates that. Backlash has been universal, and now we're seeing things like antitrust being levied against Facebook for like leveraging crazy market positions. The solution to doing all of this is just to basically give control of these platforms to the users, have them vote with DAO structures, have them actually share in profits, have them share in the mooning of the community coin or what have you. This is totally happening already, and I think this is just going to continue to increase in importance, especially when people are just really sick of like the Facebook's kind of driving this whole metaverse stuff. Also, what we're seeing is pretty much everything is starting to work together. I mentioned a little bit of this with Discord, but basically we're all on interoperable platforms at this point. This is something that I worked on that it's a tweet by Jin, but I worked on something where we're blending multiple WebXR realities. You can see you have A-Frame running with some of my stuff running on top of crypto voxels, just wearing a different avatar. Like all of this is so easy to do right now with current technology. We just need to figure out the incentive models for working together. See the previous slide where the community should actually own all of this stuff. So what's going to come out of this? Well, some things that we already have working in our Discord is you can, meet people in Discord, obviously. You can transact instantly using a Discord bot. You can mint NFTs in Discord. This is actually me just dropping an avatar file in. And you can basically load this up into a virtual world, and you can trade NFTs in VR as well. And it's absolutely instant. Our trick is that we're kind of like side chaining off of Flow right now with an ERC20 that's being wrapped over top of it. But the transaction speeds are basically instant. I can literally, I wish I had time to show you, but like I can literally go right now. I can pull stuff out of my inventory and I can hand it to one of you guys, and it's about a 1 second transaction turnover. And then you could put that back on the ERC20 network if you wanted to cash it out. Part two of this is going to work on top of all of the existing virtual worlds because I believe in composability. I think this is something that I can't do alone, and I think everybody else is doing a way better job building actual virtual worlds. So we actually have loaders for Crypto Voxels, Decentraland, Somnium Space next month, and the stuff already works on top of VR chat. Because we have a layering solution that I made called Metachromium. By the way, that's also really cool. You should check it out if you're interested in running WebXR on top of other VR virtual worlds. Yeah, and all this works with other people's amazing projects like TuxSam / Polygonal Minds Crypto Avatars project. He basically has tokenized a bunch of avatars that he made that were open source. We're proud owners of some of them. And yeah, but this totally works with our platform. You just basically drop in the file and it works in all these virtual worlds. And all of this is just powered by Ethereum and Flow for all the reasons that I discussed, because Discord is the metaverse and because community ownership is the future. And yeah, that's all I had. Thanks. Yeah, if there's any questions, we can do them now or later.
Contract address. What's the supply?
Either way, I'll be around. Yeah, sure. I see what you did there. Actually, Jin, in case you guys don't know, Jin is at the forefront of doing some really crazy stuff with bridging Discords together with things like Matrix. And I know some other projects are on board with that as well, like Crypto Voxels. But I think like the technology is already there for us to be able to basically hop across Discords, to transact across Discords, and to just link our communities together, whether that's just through file formats, through standards like the ERCs, or just text channels. Yeah, I think this is all just going to work together beautifully. And thank you, Jen, for all the hard work that you've been doing with regards to that.